Hello and welcome to Double Bill with Darren
Delphine.
and this time we're going to be talking about John Wick 3 in our new show.
So, John Wick 3, what did you think? Third installment of a very, very good franchise.
I thought it was fantastic.
Yeah.
But, no, no the best film ever, but I enjoyed every second of it. I thought the first 15 minutes action was the best that Hollywood has done in years.
I think one of the most amazing thing about the experience of watching it is the film to see in cinema. Not only because the sound's fantastic, the music is brilliant, all of that jazz, but for the experience of watching it with other people. People were cheering. Do you remember that? It was actually the thrill of it.
This isn't a spoiler because it's in the first 10 minutes. John Wick has a fight in a library. Of all places for John Wick to have a fight, a library, and he kills a man with a book, and the whole cinema erupted like that. Woo!
Yeah.
Woo! It was. I haven't seen anything like that type of reaction in the cinema for years. Never seen a reaction like that in the cinema for years. And funny enough, the last time I saw that kind of reaction was The Raid, when they're fighting the little guy, the little guy who's the scrapper. The two brothers fight the little guy, and when they finally stab him to death with the light fixtures. Yeah, the whole place erupted, and I was like, man, what a feeling. Cinema, you know what I mean? Cinema's bringing this together.
That's it.
Is it just violence?
I think it's because it's so masterful.
Yeah, it's just so well made, the action in it. Anyway, so that was good, and then the chase where he's running through like inside buildings, and he has fights with all these different gangsters that are after him because he's been excommunicated again.
There's a whole sequence where he's fighting people with cars on a horse, and it's a wide angle shot, and I was just looking at it, mesmerized at how well the special effects were done, because I couldn't see them, but it can't be real.
And then he uses a horse to kick a guy. This is all the first 15 minutes.
Yes.
It's just non-stop action for 15 minutes. Every hitman in New York is trying to kill John Wick, and it's incredible.
It's so fun. It's beautifully shot, and yeah, it's just I don't understand where the SFX went into, because I know it can't have been real, but I'm looking at it. It's wide. It's like they're looking at you thinking, oh, see, you can't see it because it's a wide angle shot. There's no cuts, but it's insane. It's impossible for them to have done that.
So what's the name of the director?
Chad Stahelski.
He used to be a stunt coordinator.
It shows.
Yeah, it really shows. He gets it. The camera work's just great in these films. It's just since the first one. It's
the love of the craft, and it's made with love, and it's being loved.
Just really, really, really good action.
Yes. It's people keep on like waxing lyrical about how it's like this new neo-noir thing, and at this point it's almost like neon noir, because my god, the use of color and just how like it's extremely colorful and dark at the same time. It's so fun.
How did they find that book that had the coin and had a picture of his dead wife in it?
People don't go to the library anymore.
Yeah, that's true. Well, there's a few libraries I've been to where I wanted John Wick somebody. And the story just isn't even important.
No.
It's just great action.
It's just, and you're there. You're not bored. You're just completely
funny
there.
That I was talking about the raid.
Yes.
Because two guys for the raid show up at the end.
They do.
Right? And have kind of the same fight. It's just weird that I just remembered that there.
Yeah. It's a nice nod. It's bursting with love and excitement. Obviously killing. But you know what I mean? It's just like, feels like cinema at its peak in terms of fun. And it's beautiful.
And I just highly recommend it. What else is there to say about it? You know,
loads of different languages are being spoken, which I love.
That's true, yeah.
Because you don't
Angelica
hear that.
Houston shows up, doesn't she?
I think the ballet thing is amazing because it looks like it's the exact same level of precision that they do with the killing, and obviously the choreography of it all. She's great.
It feels like a computer game. It feels like it could be a good computer game. Super hot and Hitman.
Yeah.
It's got that feel to it.
I also feel like the John Wick franchise is like a revenge saga made in the name of Does the Dog Die? Do you know that website?
Yeah. Oh my god. Explain what the dog died is, Delphine, on you go.
So it's this website where people are just listing films and you can just look it up and check if there's any animal cruelty if you don't want to see that. And it just says, does the dog die? And they say, yes. And so it means that you can't watch the film. And this one, they give it a pass. It's like, yes, the dog does die, but then, I mean, not the third one, but I mean,
in the first one,
in the saga, yeah. But he gets avenged. So you should watch it, even if you're a dog lover who doesn't want to see any dogs die.
I really like Lawrence Fishburne's character in the John Wick universe, if that's what we're calling it.
Pigeon Man?
He seems so crazy.
Yes.
Is he just good at playing crazy?
Yes, absolutely.
And Ian McShane is in it again as the hotel manager. I like that. And then they go into the lore that there's our hotels and managers. And then what's her face shows up, didn't she? What's her name again?
Don't know.
She was Catwoman. Halle Berry.
Oh, yes, sorry. I thought you meant someone else, yeah.
Halle Berry shows up and she's as shit as she usually is, isn't she?
Oh. I didn't think she was that bad, but as that dog sequence with, like, she's got two dogs.
Yeah,
and
she's
they're
fighting
fighting.
that's good.
And
she's like throwing them about and they're juggling and all that.
And
then the guy for Game of Thrones shows up, doesn't he?
Yes.
And he shoots her dog.
As you pointed out before, this sequence especially feels extremely video gamey, but in a good way. It's like John Wick is an adaptation, like is the adaptation of video game that people want and never got. That is actually good, but obviously it's just an original film, but it's great.
Yeah, Robson or Jerome shows up, and yeah, it's the Mickey and gets shot. I thought they were going to wrap it up. I thought they were going to finally wrap it. I think he'll die in the next one or the one after that. I think they're going for 4 or 5.
I think it's great to have a franchise where your main character has about 10 to 15 lines in one film.
Keanu Reeves isn't the...
How much?
Keanu Reeves may be a very good man in real life, but he's not a very good actor, is he?
He's got his strong suits.
He's got something about him.
Yeah. Let us know in the comments how many lines do you think he has in this film.
Well, how many lines does he have?
I think I'm going to go for 12. I'm just going to guess.
I barely remember him talking.
Grunts don't count.
I love how he has to... There's an episode of The Simpsons where Homer and Apu have to go to, I think, India to... Because Apu gets sacked because of Homer, because he was selling them rancid food. He has to go to India and ask for forgiveness for the head of the Quickie Mart in India. And John Wick has to do that exact same thing in this one. It's the same plot. Are you really the head of the Assassination Corporation? Yes. Really? Yes. Really? Yes. I hope this has been enlightening.
So overall, beautiful, lots of fun, extremely humble and great.
First 50 minutes, man, just...
You were in it right away.
Yeah. And you hadn't even seen the other two before?
I think I had.
No, you saw the first one.
Yeah,
never saw the second one. So you kind of knew what to expect.
Mm-hmm. But
you hadn't seen what you just at the end of the last one. We just been excommunicated.
Yeah. So we rewatched all of them with John.
John Wick, but John.
No, yes.
For this
he
channel.
wasn't in the room. Yes. And I can honestly say I think the third is like the best.
Yeah. Oh, I love our freedoms. I'm looking forward to the fourth one. But Delphine, could you imagine what it would be like if I was John Wick?
I don't know, maybe. But I don't have to imagine it.
We're both turning to the camera and looking.
Yes.
You'll have to imagine it. John Wick is a man who has lost everything. And I mean everything. And now he's going to lose a little more. He's already lost the wife, the dog, the lot. And now they're gonna take his last sandwich. Now to eat John Wick's dead wife last sandwich. Oh, it tastes like shit. I'm glad she's dead. Hey! Please, Mr. Wick, show some mercy. Mercy? Mercy's for the French. So come and see the action event of the summer. John Wick 4. No Peace. Coming to cinemas soon. So what else did we see that we've not already spoiled by using the
I don't know what you mean.
the thing
Yeah,
that you
the
use?
thumbnail, yeah.
Yeah.
Come on, Detective Pikachu, by the man who brought you Goosebumps and Shark Tale.
What's it called? Come on?
What's that?
What did you say?
Pokemon?
Did you say come on, Pokemon?
No, I think I pronounced it in the French way.
Alright.
So, yeah, he directed Los Gringos, Shark Tale, Monsters vs. Aliens, Gulliver's Travels, and Goosebumps.
Oh, so he's like a DreamWorks kind of... That explains a lot.
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, me neither.
Yeah.
I just looked
I enjoyed Detective Pikachu. It wasn't as bad as I thought it was going to be.
True. On that front, yes. After that, I thought it was an overly complex plot.
No, in the beginning it wasn't.
Mm,
It's just like my father's missing and I'm going to go find him.
yeah, sure.
And then halfway through, it was kind of crazy, all the stuff that was happening.
Yeah, I kind of felt like for a film that's part of a kind of like a big name sort of thing, it would have been a lot better for it to be kind of like Ant-Man was for the Avengers movies, where it had a completely different pace and it was like a heist movie. And it felt like there was a definite beginning and ending, and it was just a little fun little ride that could just be like self-contained. Detective Pikachu was just overly complex and mind-boggling ideas.
I thought it was like a YouTube film.
Yeah, you said that. I don't know, but
YouTube films would have more passion and art direction.
Yeah, it's just it tried to actually. I wanted to pair it with John Wick because it had those really neon colors going for it, and it was just like trying to be a bit.
It also had a
savvy
weird drug plot line as well.
Yeah, I guess. It's just I did have like nice neon colors, but it had this weird shallow focus thing that I've seen in a lot of like kind of soap opera shows like Riverdale and stuff like that, and it just feels really off-putting. Just like they don't know what they want to do, but shallow focus looks cool, so they're just going to put that over everything, and I think it felt wrong and not suited for the film.
I didn't like Ryan Reynolds as Pikachu.
No.
Why not Danny DeVito? he was great on Twitter. What's a Pikachu?
What's a Pikachu, yeah.
What's a Pikachu, Charlie?
I did like that the original voice actor for Pikachu gets a little bit of a...
Yeah, when that woman looks at it, it's
Yeah,
Pikachu. Pika.
Pika.
That's me when I was the voice actor.
Do your best Pikachu voice, come on.
Pikachu.
That's not your best. Come on.
Pikachu.
I'll do it on the night. This is the night. Pika.
I'll do it in the style the teacher, the secretary for Bob's Burgers. Pikachu. I brought this Pikachu from home.
I think Pikachu is a bit upset. I'll bring it with Mr. Business.
We'll cut that. You didn't even say who you were then. You just did it.
Yeah.
So the plot, I remember the plot of Pikachu. So
Go.
so it's a spoiler if you're planning on watching it for some reason. So Ryan, the Pikachu. What's the name of the main character? The kid.
Let me sneak in.
The main character, anyway, is as we said, was looking for his dad, right? So he's came to this place. to find he's come to this city that doesn't have Pokemon battling in it, which I thought was important.
Yeah.
They name dropped Pallet Town as well,
Yeah,
which
they
I kind of marked out for that. And there was a Pokemon battle. Thank God there was a Pokemon. There had to be a Pokemon battle in it. And the Gengar in it looked terrible. It just looked really bad. And I was thinking when I saw it, I was like, if only the people who made Spider-Man into the Spider-Verse had made would make a Pokemon thing, because it'd have so much time and effort and love put in it. But that's a very unfair comparison, because that's Miller and Lord who directed that and wrote that, didn't they?
Best film versus very
Yeah,
average
that's one of the
film.
best animations.
Oh, yeah.
Animation, one of the best films that have been made in the past couple of years, I would say. So anyway, he's looking for his dad, and it turns out his dad was Pikachu, and his dad's Pikachu let Mewtwo put his soul into Pikachu.
And that's why he understands him.
So that's the main overarching plot. The other plot is Bill Nye, Sean's dad for Shaun of the Dead. He turns out, he looks like he's a face character where he loves the Pokemon, but it turns out he kind of weirdly does love the Pokemon, but he wants everybody to be Pokemon, and there's a weird mind control thing where he puts his mind into Mewtwo, and it's so weird. And then he uses the Joker's plan for 1989 Batman, where the floats have gas in them.
Yeah.
And then when he's Mewtwo, Pikachu's like keeping up with him, which would... Like, if you want to be a Pokemon nerd about it, how the fuck would this Pikachu be able to keep up with Mewtwo, which is supposed to be the most powerful Pokemon ever, you know?
To be fair, let's give it like a Ash from the Pokemon TV show arc to it. Like, Pikachu is always the best for no reason at all.
And Dittle's that sexy woman.
Yes.
Do you think? And that's kind of got like a Roger Rabbit thing, where he takes the glasses off and he's got the cartoon eyes.
Yeah.
I don't know if that was kind of...
Yeah.
thing, but it's got the Ditto eyes. I kind of like that. Do you think Bill Nye?
Oh, so I'm just
Do
gonna
you think Bill
I'm
Nye?
just gonna move on. There's two things that I actually liked from this film. I really like the Mr. Mime scene a lot, even though in the trailer I didn't know about it too much, but I felt like in the film it was the funniest. Really well directed.
There was that woman who just loved everything. She laughed at every joke, remember? And she was like,
yeah, talking about
was she a
cinema
plant?
experience.
Was she a plant? I want to have that joy. I want to go see
I
something.
wish.
That woman had so much
She
love
was
and
really
joy in her
happy.
heart. Then there was loads of people in the cinema with Pikachus.
Yes.
We rarely go see films in Cineworld or any cinema before 9 o'clock, because it's full of pig munchers. People who eat their popcorn like that, and I can't handle it. It's just I hate it. So when you go after 9, it's empty. But we kind of went to see Pikachu earlier in the day. It's weird for us, and it was in a full cinema. You know, it was full, just like John Wick was. It was a full screen as well, and I love going to see films when it's full like that. Maybe that's why we haven't experienced that in a while. When we went to see The Raid, it was full of people. Just full of people. Maybe
I love that.
But when you did, when we went to see the thing with Margot Robbie and she's ice skater, Tonya, right? There was a guy in front of me who kept on moving.
Yeah, and you had that.
Yeah, he kept on moving about, and it was distracting me. Then there was, I hate pig munchers.
I know.
Anyway, sorry, on you go.
The second thing.
It was great to see somebody enjoy it.
Enjoying themselves.
We're being rude about this one, but it was great to see her enjoy
it was
herself.
great. The second thing that had me like so happy and laughing really hard is Pikachu. Pikachu is sad at one point and he's breaking off from like the main party, and he is singing to himself the theme tune from the cartoon show, and I thought that was wonderful. Its level of stupidity of like Lucas Lee and Scott Pilgrim stepping off from his trailer with the Universal music playing.
It's very, very good self-referential joke. Yeah.
Made me. I loved it. I love that. That was really good.
Remember when Ray Ahara showed up as a scientist for some reason?
Wanna be the very best. Like no one was.
Oh. What you should do is get a Thunderstone and evolve into Raichu, because that's the best one. Raichu would have done that move too.
I think we went over it quite quickly, but the main problem of the film is that Ryan Reynolds is using a lot of weird humor.
Yeah,
It's not
there's
really.
a finger in the ass joke.
It
Yeah.
is, yeah. And the only thing I was really fairly happy that they didn't put a fart joke in when he's trying to use his powers and he cannot. I really thought the fart joke was coming. They
They
didn't do it.
they leave hints that he has that there's something wrong with the Pikachu
Yes.
as well, that Ryan Reynolds is.
Because
And
he's a
like,
dada.
it's so weird. Ryan Reynolds is obviously like, maybe in his late 30s or 40s at this point, but he just doesn't look like this kid's dad. Does it know at that end scene? He just doesn't look like that kid's
It
dad.
almost felt like they wrote it in later.
Yeah,
I don't know.
it was obvious.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
I was really
but
happy.
it's kid's film.
Yeah. Halfway through, I figured it out, and I was like, "Oh yes, I got it."
Anyway, it's gonna be better than that Sonic film. Anyway,
Don't know.
Yeah,
I
no.
have no.
No, it looks oh shit, it looks bad.
Yeah.
So they're weirdly similar because they've got a CGI computer game character in it.
But yeah, because they won't. I don't know why they decided that all of the Pokemon should be furry, and I mean not furries.
Just
I
to
mean,
make them
like,
kind of like
Yeah.
churling. I think they put a lot of time into Pikachu, but didn't put a lot of time in any of the other things.
To be fair, the animation on Pikachu are pretty fucking cute. He was cute. Sometimes.
There's something else you didn't mention. Psyduck.
Psyduck was my boy. Yeah, Psyduck and Pikachu had a great partner thing going on together, and they were really funny. And I think they should have kept again, if it was a better plot, something simple, to the point, really well organized, and not going everywhere about mind control and people turning into Pokemons. I don't know. The plot didn't do anything for me. Didn't like the style of it. I didn't like the jokes. I thought Pikachu was cute, and I like him singing the theme tune. That's it.
It had some weird visuals in it as well.
We
Pikachu
just-
fucking dies. Remember that? Mewtwo brings Pikachu back to life. It's so really, really weird. It felt totally out of place in the film.
Yeah.
It just randomly cut, and all those little Bulbasaurs pick up, and the little kid, the kid's like, huh? Save him! It's like, what the fuck is going on here? I like those giant Pokemon. I don't know what they're called. That's new Pokemon. But remember the bit where they were
Yeah.
on top of a giant Pokemon? Where did that end? Who came and got them? Are they going to be destroyed?
Too complex a plot.
Yeah, it was just so weird. What's going to happen? So would you recommend it?
No, I really disliked it.
I highly recommend John Wick,
Yes.
but Detective Pikachu, if it's a Sunday and you've got Netflix open
Sure.
and you've really got nothing else to watch, just bang it on, but don't pay attention to it. You know what I mean?
I want to be the fairy dust. No one ever was.
I'm sure it's going to be on YouTube sometime. I'd watch that again and
Just
again.
that one bit.
Just that one bit.
Jesus.